two.
I know you see somehow the world will change for me and be so wonderful. Live life, breathe air. I know some
Guys, welcome back to another video, and this is my little marathon of 31 days of Halloween, except we're missing one video, which I'm going to be adding at the end after Halloween, or one day you guys might get 2 videos. But yeah, so I hope you guys like this series. It's something new I'm trying. I'm gonna be doing like conspiracy theories, everything, scary stories, everything. And today I'm back with another video. It is currently like 1 a.m. and I know I'm gonna freak myself out. And I have like a mirror right here on this wall, and I feel like I can just see myself, and I'm scared to look and see something staring at me. But yeah, because like as you guys know, I've had a few experiences at this new house, and I am terrified of staying here when my parents aren't here. So I'm like scared to stay here by myself. But yeah, again, remember, give a big thumbs up, subscribe, comment more videos of theories you guys want me to do, of ideas, and let's get on with the video. Okay guys, so before I tell you about the story I'm doing, I'm gonna tell you what happened to me. So I'm legit sitting back here right on my bed waiting for my video to upload, my other video I just uploaded, and I'm legit like thinking, I don't know if I was falling asleep, if I zoned out, what happened, but I feel like I was zoning out because I remember my eyes were wide open, but I don't know. And I was just thinking about like the movie The Nightmare Before Christmas with the jack-o'-lantern skeleton guy. So I was thinking about that, right, about Jack. And then all of a sudden, I don't know if I was falling asleep or I just completely zoned out. I just remember my eyes were open, and I just remember thinking about that. And all of a sudden, right here on this ear, I hear like this deep voice. I don't know if it said, "Don't forget to do mine," or "You forgot to do mine," but it was so deep and like it buzzed in my ear. And I remember that like made me like zone out, and after I zoned back into like reality, all I heard was like silent all around, but I kept like remembering this voice. So I don't know if it was me or if someone's here right now, but I am terrified. But you know, I'm gonna do this video for you guys. So okay, now let's get into this video. So today's video is gonna be about the well-known leyenda, the most known legend of all legends in the Hispanic Mexican world, La Llorona. La Llorona is one of the biggest, most known all over Mexico stories. And if you're a little kid and you have parents like mine, they scared you to life with this little legend, telling you if you didn't behave right or anything at night, it would come take you. Yeah, thanks mom. But yeah, so legend has it, this poor girl used to live in this village. She was obviously low class. Her name was Maria. Maria was well known through the village though, because even though she was poor, she was one of the prettiest, most adorable girls in the village. Like her beauty captivated everyone. Her beauty was beyond astonishing. Nobody else knew someone else that was as beautiful as she was. So Maria would like pull guys in because obviously she was very, very beautiful. One day a nobleman actually came riding in through town, and he ended up falling in love with Maria. Like as soon as he laid eyes on her, he was like, this is the girl I want to marry, this is who I want to be with, like this is my lady. Of course, since he was like the upper class, high rich type of class, his dad was really like his dad was really like known, like he didn't approve of the marriage. His dad didn't want him to marry into a lower class. He wanted him to marry into like the same class as they were. But obviously the nobleman was like, no, like, I love this girl, I want to marry her. So then, since his dad didn't approve, he didn't help them out. He built their own house and got married and took Maria to live with him. And they lived there at the house. A few years later, they ended up having 2 kids. I've heard, like, some stories I've heard is they had twins. Other stories I've heard is they had a boy and a girl. So I'm gonna go with the boy and the girl, right? So they had 2 kids, a boy and a girl. And I think they were like 4 or 5. As the years went by, like, the nobleman started like falling less and less out of love with Maria. Like, her beauty started like fading away because she got older. She wasn't as beautiful, and the nobleman just started like distancing himself from Maria. He wouldn't talk to her. There was nights he wouldn't even come home, and when he was at home, all his attention was just for his kids. He didn't pay any attention to Maria. It got to the point where there was like nights in a row he never came home, and then all the attention was for the kids. So like, Maria was like, what's going on? But she never really like questioned him about what was going on. So one day she was walking through the village and she saw this carriage, and she's like, wait, I know this carriage, like, I recognize this carriage. So when she peeped in there, because you know sis had a peep in there, when she peeped in there, she realized it was the nobleman. Her husband was in the carriage with another girl, like a younger girl, like, she was beautiful, like, she was a younger version of Maria, like, beautiful and everything, but young. So since Maria over the years had grown older, obviously she wasn't young and beautiful anymore. So he had found someone else to replace that young and beauty he wanted. Maria was so mad. She didn't think anything through. She was just upset and hurt over the fact that her husband had been cheating on her the whole time. She went home, took her kids to the river, and while at the river, she started rethinking everything she had seen, everything. She grabbed her kids and threw them into the water. Her kids were still younger at this age, so they really didn't know how to swim. And Maria was like zoned out completely. She didn't realize what she had done until she saw her kids' bodies floating up in the river. She never like, oh my god, guys, I'm so scared. I feel like, oh shit, guys, I just saw my reflection and it creeped me out. Guys. Hold on, I need to open my door because I'm so terrified. So if something happens, I can just scream at the wall. I cannot see myself. Guys, tonight I think I'm putting up a little. I'm putting up a little cover up on my mirror. I have to sit like this because I keep peeping this way and I see my reflection and I'm freaking myself out. Okay. But yeah, she didn't realize what she had done until she saw the bodies floating up on the river, and like, she completely came back to reality, and she was like devastated, hurt now by what she had seen from her husband and hurt now from what she did to her kids. She jumped in the river thinking, I have to reunite with my kids, I have to be in the afterlife with my kids. But that was not how it went. When she jumped, she like obviously drowned because I don't think she knew how to swim either. She drowned, but sadly her fate wasn't like her kids. Her kids obviously went to heaven because they were innocent little kids who didn't know what was going on, while Maria actually her soul ended up being stuck where she dramatically died. She couldn't, there was no way she could go to heaven after what she did. So her soul was stuck where she was, and that's the reason why you hear her at night and you hear her crying for her kids, because her soul isn't resting till she finds her kids, basically. So at night, especially at the river where she did this, you'll hear her crying and asking for her kids. And this is where the legend started that parents use to scare their kids, is that if you hear her hide, like run into your house, hide. Don't ever look her in the face, because apparently if you look her in the face, she's, oh guys, I have a picture of myself right there, and my eyes in that picture are creeping me out right now. Oh my god, I think I'm just like overthinking everything, and I'm psyching myself out. Okay, Diosito me va a perder. But yeah, so that if you hear her, don't ever look at her, because she'll like hypnotize you, drag you to the river basically, and drown, and like you'll end up drowned, like there, in the water the next morning. And basically you'll hear her. People have said they've heard her through Mexico, everywhere, like any town in Mexico. They'll tell you, oh, we heard her, we heard her. There's actually videos online, and I'll see if I can find a video and just like post it around here somewhere, where you'll actually hear her crying through the you'll hear her crying, and how she screams for her kids, because now she's not resting, because she wants to find her kids. And well, her kids are gone, and her soul is just wandering through like the night, like her so if you hear her at night, run. It's too dark. Okay, let me brighten it up a little. Okay, so that's the story behind La Llorona, or La Leyenda La Llorona. I hope you guys like this video. I'm sorry I'm talking kind of low, but it's nighttime. My parents are asleep already. But I hope you guys love this video. I hope you guys like my little series. I know this is a short video, but I promise you I'm gonna keep more videos up. And if you guys have any video suggestions on murder things, like scary stories, or like conspiracy theories, or what really happened, like in cases, like in murder cases or like that you want me to investigate and make a video on, let me know, because I'm not kidding you. I'm really gonna get into this and go into farther like research and everything. So let me know. I hope you guys have a wonderful night or day whenever you're watching this, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you.